Oh my god, I wasn't going to video this, but I'm just that surprised that I thought I've got to show you. This garden, it's a regular garden of mine, and I do scarify it and I do put moss killer down and everything else. But over winter, if you don't visit and you're not putting any treatments down, the moss creeps in within weeks. Anyway, cut a long story short, there was a lot of moss in this lawn after the winter that's just gone. And when I turned up, I thought, you know, my god, that's, you know, it's getting a grip, I'll get that out. So, as I've explained to you before on videos, if I'm doing a scarifying job for a customer, I'll charge them for that. And usually it ends up being overseeded and things like that. But because it's a lawn that's treated regularly, what I usually tend to do is throw the scarifier over it instead of mowing it. Maybe throw the mower over it as well anyway, just to tidy it up, but that's the gist of it. So I took my professional big industrial scarifier over this lawn weeks ago now, for the first time this year, and I thought it got really loads out, absolutely loads, and I thought, well, that's better than nothing. That will be the start of the season. I'll start treating it, maybe do it later on. Anyway, as you've seen on previous videos, if you follow me, I bought this little scarifier and I tried it on this lawn, and I tried it on this lawn really just to try the machine, not because I thought it needed it. The amount it got out was unbelievable. You can see it on the video. I'll put the link in so you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that was a couple of weeks back. 2 weeks ago for today, because I come fortnightly to this garden, I went over it again with that because I thought, you know what, there's still some in it. I'll just take it over again. It's so light and little, I can just throw it around, and it just puts another 10 minutes on or something like that. So last week I went over it and I got loads out, and I knew that I'd be here a lot longer than what I thought, because it's the cleaning up that takes the time. So last 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks visits ago, as I say, I went over it and I thought I'll just do it again this week and just get little remnants out. So this is I've done it once with the main scarifier, then I've done it with this scarifier on the video that I'm going to put the link in. Then I've done it with this scarifier again 2 weeks ago, and this is the third time. It's getting the second time with this. But this here now, this, what you can see here, all this, like what I've just done, is the second pass there. All that up there is from this lawn, and you can see it here looking a bit all sort of like it brings the grass up as well. So what grass gets squashed down, it's good for that as well, because it combs the grass and brings it up. So I will have to run the mower over this anyway. But this is just to show you what's coming out again. That's been done about 10 minutes ago, and that's just what's come out again after it. So this still needs doing again, and that's all what I got out before. So this is what I mean about doing a video. I wasn't going to do a video, but now I am. And I'll just show you in a second when I've done this area again, and that's been done today now, as I say, 10 minutes ago. Let's take it over and see what we've got on here now. So yeah, oh my god, it's not that I'm shocked how much moss there is in a lawn, because I've done lawns worse than this, but I'm shocked how much moss is in this lawn because it's one of my regular lawns. I did not expect this. Even if I'd have got this amount out on its first sort of Scarify of the year, I'd be still shocked. But if you look at the video, I'm going to put in the link, as I say, you'll already see how much come out. And again, I wasn't charging to Scarify, so I'm just sort of doing my best running over it. Even now I'm not charging for this. This is just because I want it out. So I've gone obviously this way. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And there's probably more in. But what I'll do is this will be the final one now. I can't just keep Scarifying it constantly. I'll put a bit of grass seed down, because obviously there'll be patches, and then what I'll do is I'll put some fertilizer down, because I'm not sure if I put some down, because I knew I'd need to do this again last time I was here. And then that's it. I mean, it looks like it's going to rain today. We hope either the customer waters it or we get some rain. I think we're going to start getting rain now, but everywhere has been so dry. And moss thrives in the wet or the dry. Whenever the grass is not doing its best, the moss will take over. So I'll clear all this up now, and then I'll probably give it a cut just to tidy it all up. Right, I don't know who this grass thinks it is, but it ain't beating me. So what I've done is, obviously you've seen me gone up and down a couple of times, gone across, and now what I'm going to do is mow even lower than what I usually do. Basically I'm scalping it, but I'm getting it right down to the not the bare earth, but you know, right down. Get some grass seed on it, get some fertilizer on it, and we'll see the development then. But yeah, who does it think it is? I'm not having it. I'm not having it. So you can still see it. I mean, that looks like moss. It's not. It's all fluffy grass, which has probably got a little bit of moss in it. So okay. So it's been 4 weeks. And this is the outcome. I thought it would be better than this, I must admit. I came last week to do maintenance, but it didn't need cutting at all. It was very dry. So now what I've done is, it was long around the edges. I've trimmed around the edges, that's all, and a little bit around these stepping stones. So what I'm going to do now is put the blade. I'm going to put the blade on this, take that over, and then reseed it. Put some more seed on, because as everyone knows, this weather has been unbelievable. It's been too dry. It's been too cold, and then it's been too wet. So let's put the blade on this. Well, I must admit, I didn't expect that to come out, but if it's coming out, it means it's in it. So I'm going to run it over anyway, blow that off, and then put some grass seed down. But I didn't expect that much to be in it, which will show you. It is very shady. You can see the shadow now on the garden, so it's just shadow. Okay, it's been seeded. Let's wait, see what happens. So we've arrived to do the maintenance again, and I'm absolutely made up. Again, it's not perfect. No one's expecting it to be perfect, and I can see a little bloody weed there. But apart from that, you can just see this little green area here. They do have a barbecue on there all the time, and they have sort of the neighbours, the close neighbours next door, and you know, they have this barbecue on here. So all this really does get battered with some foot traffic, and so it isn't as bad. So I'm going to cut it now, and let's see what it looks like. So there we have it. Up to now, I'm really pleased with it. Now, I'm not saying for 1 minute it's perfect. It certainly isn't. But considering how bad it was, I think we've really come on leaps and bounds. I can see it only getting better from now on. So I will do a little update later on. But it just shows you that you can bring lawns back from the brink. It did give me a bit of sleepless nights, this one, but you know, we've got there, or I should say, we're almost there. So see you on the next vid. Please subscribe.